If you're a parent or a leader, I want you to ask yourself this question. What are the values that I want to instill in my child, in my student, that will propel them into adulthood and prepare them for the rest of their life? If you're a student watching this video, I want you to ask yourself this question. Who do I want to be? What characteristics do I want to define my life 10 years from now? Do I want to love God? Do I want to love others? Do I want to have compassion for people? Do I want to live a generous life? You see, in order to instill these qualities, we have to create experiences in which we can really understand and live out these qualities. Whether we're families and going on trips together or serving in projects together in everyday life or in a ministry setting, it comes down to what are the trips and the experiences and the retreats and the events and activities that will create the environment in which we can teach people to love God fully and to love others as themselves. Well, I'm really excited to announce that we are launching a student missions program here in the Ignite High School Ministry at Northridge Community Church. And that starts off this summer. So you have an opportunity to jump in on the ground floor. May 31st through June 5th, we're going to go up to Lakeside, Arizona, and we're going to be helping out Camp Grace. We're going to be doing some work projects up there. We're going to be working in food shelters, working on some Indian reservations, ministering both with our hands but also with our hearts and with our minds as we talk with people about the good news of Jesus Christ. And so it's going to be an incredible opportunity. And when we get outside of our comfort zones, there's no telling to see what God can do in the lives of teenagers. I've seen firsthand God work in teenagers all over the country and all over the world. From a local mission trip where we helped out at a thrift store, I watched a student see that the food portion of the thrift store that also served as a food bank, he noticed they were out of jelly. And so that night at the mission camp, he walked around to every individual at the camp and collected money. And then before the Serve Projects the next day, he went to the local grocery store and he completely cleared the shelves of jelly at the grocery store. And so when he came in for his work project that day, he said, "Here you go." And he handed over 200 jars of jelly so they were fully stocked and ready to go for the day. On that same mission trip, I saw a teenage girl watch a woman in a thrift store go through and admire a pair of shoes that she couldn't afford to buy. And as she started to walk out the store, this teenager turned around and grabbed the shoes, pulled money out of her own pocket, and went and bought the shoes. And to watch the joy both on the woman's face and on this teenage girl's face of giving to that person was such an incredible experience. I was with students in inner city New York to watch them teach others English through the gospel. It's so incredible. I was with students in Canada to watch them go door to door sharing their faith and challenged about their faith with adults and going through as they're trying to help a church plant up there. I prayed for students out of our ministry who served in orphanages in Haiti, or we had students present the gospel in Brazil, or serve at a camp in the outer skirts of Jamaica. And so it's so incredible to see these students, whether locally, domestically, or internationally, share the gospel, not just with their mouths, but with their lives. And it's an experience that they will remember for their lifetime. And I pray that God will start up a mission program here in this church, in this ministry. And I ask that you will pray as well, that because we want to just plant the seed and the heart for missions in the lives of our teenagers so that they will be propelled into that next stage of life and prepared for a life of ministry. So will you join me in the prayers? And if you're here at Northridge, I pray that you will consider sending your high school student with us May 31st through June 5th on our first ever Ignite mission trip. God bless.